very much all for coming. That's amazing Suda we're going to use for celebrating the Chag, celebrating the amazing Hilula of Rabbeinu HaKadosh, Rav Nachman ben Simcha ben Feige, that his merit is opening for each and every one of us the ability to learn and to know Hashem, to learn something about Hashem and to know Hashem. Also, we're going to use it to celebrate the opening of the Emunah Center. We're going to make it to be a Chanukat Bait for the Emunah Center. So, my lovely wife, she made an amazing cake, and soon we're going to enjoy that also for the Chanukat Bait. And except of that, and that's the main celebration that Rabbi Nachman in Breslov, he told us a lot of wisdoms, and he gave us hints and signs, and he planted in his Torah a lot of understandings and a lot of good advice for us to use and to keep in all of situations of life that we can find ourselves in. But there were a few things that Rabbeinu said that were covering for all, that were like general advice that was guiding us through all of his Torah. And I think that the main one that Rabbeinu gave us, except of all of the advice of Avodat Hashem, go do it bodedut and talk to Hashem, even the Breslovers, Hasidim, even people that find themselves mamash deep inside of the Torah, they find themselves a lot of times not able to keep none of the advice of the Torah, of the Tefillah. Sometimes we find ourselves even under everything. So to that situation, Rabbeinu gave us that advice. Even the advice of Simcha, just be happy, we're falling from that a lot. So even the advice of the Simcha. So I think that the main advice that gives us all power and hope is what that Rabbeinu said: just hold yourselves together, and then you're going to be kosher people. Because the friendship that we have between us and the love that we have between us, Rabbeinu said on that if we're going to love ourselves all together, so we can bring him, we can bring Rabbeinu back to live with us together. If you're going to love yourself, if you're going to hold yourself with love, so you can bring me back, Rabbeinu said. And we can see that. I told you that a lot of times, and I have that problem that I'm not an arrogant person. Actually, I'm pretty humble. But, and it's not because that I achieved that, it's just because that really Hashem is crushing me very, very well. Very nicely. So, but I know that I sound arrogant a lot of times. That I know for sure. And it's a problem. Also Rabbeinu got that problem. People in Uman, some friend came to me in Uman and he told me, I see that everything that Rabbeinu is saying is real and it's truth, but how can I deal with few of the things that Rabbeinu is saying? He said, I'm Litvish. I'm not able to. So I told him, we don't need to understand everything in one day. There are things that takes time, and if you really saw that what the Rabbeinu is telling you is real, and it's working for you, so let the time bring you to the next understanding, to the things that are hard for you now. So like I said, even though that it can sound a little bit arrogant, but actually we can see already now the success that we have here in the Emunah Center, with all of the families that are here now, and with all of the amazing families that are on the way, and with all of the students around the world that are building vessels to complete their journey to Eretz Israel and to Jerusalem. And Rabbi Nachman Breslov, even though that he's buried in Uman and he named after the city Breslov, he said that from every city, all of the journey from one city to the other, all of his mission that he's going from one city to the other, all of his journey, it's only the way to Eretz Israel. And all of Am Israel, wake up, welcome, you're on your way to Eretz Israel. If you're aware to it now, if you're not aware to it yet, you're on your way to Eretz Israel. There's no future outside of Eretz Israel. Eretz Israel, it's the promised land, that's the eternal place, that's the place that we're all going to live in forever, and we're going to plant our seed forever and ever, and that's where we're going to have the third house that's going to be an eternal house, and the Shechina Akdosha going to be revealed in. So, like I said, the biggest happiness, the biggest joy of them all, and that's what we're celebrating here together with Rabbeinu, with the 7 shepherds, with all of the amazing people that are here now, and with all of the righteous people that are escorting and supporting and always with us. The main celebration is the celebration of Hafatza, of the distribution. The main happiness, the main joy that each and every one of us should feel in his life, it's that satisfaction that you can help another person in your life. Rabbeinu is saying a person, even if he wants to be holy, if he wants to be wise, you cannot complete your own wisdom without having students. And students, it doesn't mean to be a rabbi. There's no satisfaction in being rabbi. It's a big headache. And I'm not a rabbi, and already I have headache. It's not fun. It's not fun. But the satisfaction that you can see a smile on the face of another person, that he learned another halacha, that he is able now to build a house, that he now can go and enter with his wife to the sukkah, and now they're gonna live, and he knows how to deal with his issues, with his problems, and he goes to the field and he come back with results. And thank God, to cry it's easy. This is why Rabbeinu is not saying that it's a mitzvah gdola to be in sadness. Mitzvah gdola to be in happiness. To cry all of the time, it's easy. To be overwhelmed from the good things that Hashem is giving to each and every one of us, from the thousands of students that are learning Torah, from the huge amounts of students that are learning from the wisdom of Rabbeinu, and if each and every one of them is waking up from inside. Because just to be called Breslover, it's an empty thing. In the world to come, if a person was a liar, also in the world to come, he will not gonna reach heaven. He's gonna reach hell. And it might seem for him in hell that he's in heaven also. If really they want to give him a long punishment, they're gonna let him enjoy hell. He's just gonna spend all of his life close to a certain, I don't know, a demon that he's gonna think that it's Rabbeinu, gonna have long red peot, and he all gonna be in fire, he's gonna say, yes, I'm with Rabbeinu, and he's in hell. And he's gonna suffer like he's suffering today. Only a person that look for the real truth, for the truth of Hashem, like that Moshe Rabbeinu, like David HaMelech, are saying to Hashem all of the time, we're searching for your truth, not for our truth. We're nothing. We're just looking for your truth. We're just asking, what do you want from us? Only then you can find the real satisfaction in your Avodat Hashem. Only then. It came to me in all of those holy days from Rosh Hashanah until the first day of Sukkot, that it's a long, long process of tshuva. We see that we have the month of Elul and we're preparing ourselves so much. And with all of the preparations to Uman, and then you have the Slichot. And after the Slichot you have Rosh Hashanah, and we're confessing a lot in the eve of Rosh Hashanah, and we're doing tshuvot, and we're searching and finding Hashem, and we cannot understand if we're doing the right thing, and for sure everyone feel like they're not fulfilling their obligations. And then in Rosh Hashanah you put a lot of effort in the prayers in Rosh Hashanah, and you pray long prayers and long musaf, and you wait until you're going to hear the tkiot, and you aim your heart to listen to the tokea and to hear all of the tkiot. And then you have a second day of Rosh Hashanah, and then 10 days of tshuva, the fast, the Tzom Gedalia, and then 10 days of tshuva, and you keep on pushing, and you're always trying to find. And like we say, Emunatcha balelot, the faith is in the nights, and it's hard to find, and you're not sure. And I came to Yom Kippur as a wreck, total wreck, mamash. I was destroyed. And to Yom Kippur to Yom Kippur. I came so empty to Yom Kippur, mamash. Maybe 10 minutes before of Yom Kippur, I asked Obi, where you pray? So he told me, Chaim told me on a certain Bet Knesset, and then Obi told me that he's going to a Karlibach Bet Knesset. I said, I'm going to Karlibach. I'm going to hear some music. I'm not able to deal with nothing else in this Yom Kippur. And it was amazing, it was very nice. But it was still very hard, and only in the night of Sukkot, after that we found schach to our sukkah. We thought we had schach, and only maybe half an hour before of Sukkot, before the Chag started, so we really found schach, and we put schach. Like this schach of this Seudah that came exactly in the same time. 10 minutes before of the Seudah, we had the schach for the Seudah. Yeah, that's life. That's real life. When you're alive, you count on Hashem. And when you don't count on Hashem, and you count on yourself, and you try to prepare everything, so you're not alive. You just live in imagination, like you have some powers. And only in the night, in the first night of Sukkot, I couldn't fall asleep. And I was awake until 5:30 in the morning, and I was just lying down in my bed in the sukkah, and I saw so many things, and I could feel so many things, and I had so many deep thoughts that Hashem helped me to think, and it was all kindness of Avraham Avinu, it was all kindness of Hashem. And it really came to me that I saw inside of myself that really I haven't done nothing bad. I am suffering, but I haven't done nothing bad to no one. I'm pure. And that's what it calls tshuva shlema, a complete tshuva. When a person is sinning, we learn that thing a lot of times. When a person is sinning, so he's creating through those sins, through those avonot, curtains, husks, and things that are blocking the light of his soul from his own eyes, and he cannot see Hashem, he cannot see the beauty of his soul. But when you do a complete tshuva, when you complete your tshuva, so you remove actually all of those curtains from your eyes, and then you can see the light of your own soul. And then you can see that your soul is divine, that you are part of God from heaven, that you are chelek eloka mimal. That is what that you see when you complete your tshuva, that you are righteous. When you complete your tshuva, you become to be tzaddik gamur, higher than a tzaddik gamur. And that's the purpose of our lives, to become to be a tzaddik gamur. A tzaddik gamur is a person, a complete righteous man is the person that is not chasing himself anymore. That's it. No more blaming yourself. No more slaughtering yourself. No more chasing yourself. No more bad thoughts at all. Just look at the good points that you have inside of your soul. I was so sick. I felt so bad. I told you in Sukkot I was shaking in the house. I had fever. I couldn't move. Everything was going wrong for me. And I was sleeping, and suddenly my wife came and she woke me up. And I looked at her. And I was so amazed. I looked at my wife and I was so amazed. I looked at her and she was shining in my eyes. I looked at her and I saw the beauty of my wife. And I said to myself, what's going on? What do you see here? I really saw the beauty of my wife. And then I remembered that Rab Avram ben Rab Nachman said that from that story, Ma'avedat Bat Melech, the lost princess, Rabbeinu is saying over there that a person needs to search and to find that lost princess. And a lot of righteous people gave a lot of explanation. That's the prayer you need to look for. That's your tshuva you need to look for. That's the Torah you need to look for. That's your... Rab Avram ben Rab Nachman said that the lost princess, it's the soul of your wife that you need to search. And I heard once from Rav Shalom that he explained that the soul of your wife, that's actually your soul. Your soul is in the hands of your wife. If you want to know your soul, you need to learn who your wife is. You need to learn to know your wife. So for that, you need to love your wife. You need to respect your wife. You need to appreciate your wife. You need to give her the opportunity to express herself, to talk, to share, to be who that she is. And then when you're going to do that, she's going to talk. In the beginning, she will not going to talk. And of course, if you're angry, if you're screaming, if you're chas shalom, disrespecting her, you don't care about her, she will not going to talk. And even if she's going to talk a little bit, Rav Shalom said once, if she's screaming chas v'shalom, don't judge her. Why she's screaming? Why? Because you feel not comfortable with the fact that someone screams at you, immediately it means that they're doing something wrong. Maybe they have a reason. Maybe you don't let her talk. Maybe she needs to talk for a long time and no one lets her talk. And it's not easy. We all know that it's not easy. It's not easy. But Rav Cheshin once said that when a person, he beats the snake inside, so he's not afraid from no snakes outside. So when you understand that all of the difficulties that you have in your life are inner things that you need to deal with them inside, and you deal, so then you're going to pass and you're going to get over and you're going to be able to cross every obstacle and every difficulty that you have in your life. And you're going to achieve that complete tshuva. And you're going to see the beauty of each and every one of the people that are around you. And you're going to be able to see the beauty of your wife, the beauty of your husband, the beauty of your children, the beauty of life, the beauty of even the beauty of what that Hashem is doing with us in the world. Even that. Yeah. How many questions each and every one of us have on Hashem? Endless. On every situation we have a question. Every situation we would change. Every situation we have something to say, we have something to think, we have something to add. On every situation. It's only because we haven't solved the inner arguments that we still have inside. But when you dedicate your life to nullify yourself to the private supervision of Hashem, and to tilt your ear to listen, to open your heart and to listen and to observe, Hashem, what do you want from me? Hashem, what are you saying? Hashem, what are you saying with that cat? הוא מחפש chicken, he doesn't look for no tikkun. He's looking for a chicken. He wants a chicken.
You give him some chicken.
So a person can want to do complete tshuva, to learn how to nullify himself to Hashem. Everything is good. There is nothing that can be better than having good friends around you. And it means peace in the house, and educated children, and a nice chavruta, and a rabbi, and friends to learn within the yeshiva, and a community to go and to pray with them in the holidays and Shabbatot, and every morning. We wish Bezrat Hashem to achieve that too. And that's the main celebration that we're celebrating today here in the Emunah of Rabbeinu. That's the will of Rabbeinu. That's the will. That's the tzava'ah, the will of Rabbeinu. That Rabbeinu is saying to each and every one of us. We all can see sometimes the Geulah, the redemption in our eyes. How a lot of people are doing tshuva and a lot of people are getting closer. And still, in the same time, we can see that everything stays exactly the same. Because the Geulah, the salvation, will come through nature. The miracle will come only in a later stage, only after mamash, thousands of people, maybe even millions of people already in the world, going to have very strong faith. And all of them going to be very united and very bond and going to commit their lives in a regular way, like we live today, in a natural way, to serve Hashem and to learn Torah and to pray and to daven and to do it b'duyot. Only then we're going to really have big vessels to contain the light of miracles, and then Hashem going to bring the miracles. That the miracles will not going to surprise us. Because if miracles will come and going to surprise us all, it's going to ruin the surprise of the salvation, of the Geulah. Because the Geulah should come and cover all of the world. And it means that it needs to go down to very low places and to wake up millions and millions of people. And those people don't have no vessels at all, and for sure not to reveal miracles. So that's why slowly the wisdom going to spread, and people going to learn and going to know Hashem Yitbarach more and more. And we're going to have more and more students, and people going to talk about Hashem a lot more. And people going to see miracles in their private lives. And those miracles going to grow and going to expand, and then we're going to see the miracles of the Geulah, of the complete salvation of Am Yisrael and the wide world. But for now, and to all of those prophets, and to those holy rabbis that are saying that this year, and in that year, and before of that date, and I promise you all, nothing gonna happen in the next few years. Nothing. Only we're gonna be healthy, and we're gonna be stronger, and we're gonna expand our activities, and we're gonna, Bezrat Hashem, have our own huge TV channel to talk to the people in the world on daily basis, and we're gonna have our newspapers, and we're gonna write books, and we're gonna have movies, and everything that requires for a simple, quiet, nice and calm salvation for all of Am Yisrael. And that's the will of Rabbeinu, that's the will of Hashem. Hashem can make miracle in one day to redeem the world. He could do it already long time ago. It's not His will. Hashem wants all of the world to wake up to know Him, all of the world. And that we will not going to leave no one behind. So that's our job, to prepare ourselves for a long future in front of us, to a long journey of hard work, of bringing all of Am Yisrael together to serve Hashem, to know Hashem, all of the nations to know Hashem, to pray to Hashem, to pray to the King. And we're going to do that by that love that's going to be between us, like Rabbeinu said, the world is going to wonder, going to be surprised, going to be wondered, charmed and amazed from that amazing love that's going to be between you. I'm blessing you all to stay with me, and that I'm going to stay with you, and we're all going to stay together and our circle is going to expand and expand to hug the world and to heal the world with love and purity and truth. Amen. Ken Yehi Ratzon. Thank you very much.